Hare Krishna devotees, please accept my humble obeisances and Dandavat Pranam. I invite you to the early morning short Bhagavatam class being organized by Radha Govinda Temple of ISKCON, Kulai, Mangaluru. I indeed invite you for and on behalf of His Grace, Sri Ramanistadas Prabhuji. We shall begin with the prayers. Prayers, as usual, are the beginning, and you would say your prayers, keeping the mute button on. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तु ते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्रीराधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरि प्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna to everyone. Please follow me now. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Jaiva Narottamam
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्
शृणतां स्वकतः कृष्णः पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनः
शृण्वतां स्वकथा कृष्ण पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनः
पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनः
हृदयन्तस्तो यभद्राणि विदोनोति सुरसताम्
हृदयन्तस्तो
हृद्यन्तस्तो
हि
हि
अभद्राणि
अभद्राणि
विधुनोति
विदुनोति
सुहृत्सताम्
सुहृत्सताम्
नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया
नष्टप्रायेषु
नष्टप्रायेषु
अभद्रेषु
अभद्रेषु नित्यं
नित्यं
भागवत सेवया
भागवतसेवया
भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिकी
भगवति
भगवती
उत्तमश्लोके
उत्तमश्लोके
भक्तिर्भवति नैतिकी
भक्तिर्भवति नैतिकी
नित्यं भागवत सेवया every day recitation, reading, attending the classes of Srimad Bhagavatam, preaching, everything to do with Srimad Bhagavatam certainly removes all inauspicious things from our lives. And it being the worship of the Uttama Sloka, Lord Sri Krishna, he bestows upon us the Naistiki Bhakti. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Prescribed Duties for Mankind, Chapter 16, King Chitraketu meets the Supreme Lord. Verse number 40. Jitam jita tada bhavat yada bhagavatam dharma manavadyam nishkrishyanaya manui atmaram yasupasate avargaya. Venkata Narasimha Rao Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Jitamajita tadha bhavata yadaha bhagavatam dharmam anavajyam nishkinchanaye munaya atma ramaya mupasyate apavargaya. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Thank you. Madhumai Krishnan Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Pranams Prabhuji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jitam ajita tadha bhavata yadaha bhagavatam dharmam anavadyam nishkinchanaye munaya atma rama yam upasato apavargaya. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna.
Mataji. Usha Dayavati Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, pranams Prabhuji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jitam ajita tata bhavata yadaha bhagavatam dharma manavadyam nishkinchinaye munaya atma ramayam upasate apavargaya. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna
Thank
Prabhuji.
you. Pranandini Madhvi Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु प्रणाम प्रभु जी ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय जितम अजित तदा भवताः यदा भागवतं धर्मम् अनवद्यं निष्किञ्चनाये मुनय आत्मा राम यम उपासते अपवर्गयः हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी थैंक यू प्रभु जी
Thank you, Mataji. Madhumati Vilasini Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम प्रभु जी ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय जीतम् अजीत तदा भवता यदा भागवतं धर्मम् अनवद्यं निष्किञ्चनाये मुनया आत्मा राम यमुपासते अपवर्गाय थैंक यू प्रभु जी हरे कृष्ण
Thank you, Mataji. Uma Kulkarni Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय जितमजित तदा भवता यदाह भागवतं धर्ममनमद्यं निष्किञ्चनाये मनया आत्मा रामायमुपासते ते पवर्गाय हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी
Thank you, Mataji. Revati Ratnangi Devi Dasi ji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी प्रणाम प्रभु जी ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय जित्वजित तथा भवता यताः भागवतं धर्ममनवदं निष्किञ्चन ये मनुय आत्मा राम यमुपासते पर्वगये हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी थैंक यू वेरी मच
Thank you. Subharao Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandat Pranam Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी दंडवत प्रणाम ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय जितमजित तदा भवता यदा भागवतं धर्ममनवद्यं निष्किञ्चनाये मुनया आत्मा रामयमुपासते पवर्गाय
Thank you, Prabhuji. Suramya Madhvi Devi Dasi ji. Hare Krishna Mataji. Dandat Pranam Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु जी जितमजितं तदा भवता यदाह भागवतं धर्ममनवद्यं निष्कञ्चनाये मुनया आत्मा रामायमुपासते पवर्गाय हरे कृष्ण
Thank you, Mataji. Subharao Prabhuji, can you read the synonyms for us?
यस प्रभु जी श्योर प्रभु जी थैंक यू प्रभु जी synonyms जितम conquered, Ajita, O unconquerable one, Tada, then Bhavata, by your lordship, Yada, when Aha spoke Bhagavatam, which helps the devotee approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Dharmam, the religious process, Anavadyam, faultless, free from contamination, Nishkinchanaha, who have no desire to be happy with material opulence, yea, those who Munayaha, great philosophers and exalted sages, Atma Aramaha, who are self-satisfied, being completely aware of their constitutional position as eternal servants of the Lord, Yam, whom Upasate, worship, Apavargaya, for achieving liberation from material death. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you very much, Subharav Prabhuji, for wonderfully reading the synonyms. Thank you. Translation. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O unconquerable one, when you spoke about Bhagavad Dharma, which is the uncontaminated religious system for achieving the shelter of your lotus feet, that was your victory. Persons who have no material desires, like the Kumaras, who are self-satisfied sages, worship you to be liberated from the material contamination. In other words, they accept the process of Bhagavad Dharma to achieve the shelter at your lotus feet. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. As stated by Srila Rupa Goswami in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Anyabhilashita sunyam jagrana karmadi anavritam anukulyena krishnanu sulinam bhaktir uttama. One should render transcendental loving service to the Supreme Lord favorably and without desires for the material profit or gain through the fruitive activities or philosophical speculation. That is called pure devotional service. Narada Pancharatra says, Sarvopadi vinirmuktam tatparvatne nirmanam Rishikena Rushikesha Sarvanatha Bhaktir Uchyate. One should be free from all material designations and cleansed of all material contamination. He should be restored to his pure identity, in which he engages his senses in the service of the proprietor of the senses. That is called devotional service. This is also called Bhagavad Dharma. Without material aspiration, one should simply serve Krishna as advised in Bhagavad Gita, Narada Pancharatra, and Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavad Dharma is the process of religion enunciated by pure devotees, direct representation of the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, like Narada, Sukadeva Goswami, and their humble servants in the disciplic succession. By understanding Bhagavad Dharma, one immediately becomes free from the material contamination. Living entities who are part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of the Godhead and loitering in the material world suffering are loitering in the material world suffering. When they are instructed by the Lord Himself about Bhagavad Dharma and they adapt it, that's the victory of the Lord. For He then reclaims their fallen souls. A devotee following the principles of Bhagavad Dharma feels very much obliged to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He then understands the difference between the life without Bhagavad Dharma and life with Bhagavad Dharma, and thus he even remains obliged to the Lord. Taking to Krishna consciousness and bringing fallen souls to Krishna consciousness is victory for Lord Krishna. Savai punsam paro dharma yato bhakti adhokshaja ahaituki aparihrata yamatma suprasidati. The supreme occupation, dharma, for all humanity is that by which man can attain to loving devotional service unto the transcendental Lord. Such devotional service must be unmotivated and uninterrupted in order to completely satisfy the self. Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.6. Therefore, Srimad Bhagavatam is the pure transcendental process of religion. It's a beautiful verse, but purely philosophical and trying to explain to us how going back to Godhead is our ultimate aim and the process by which we can go back to Godhead. We all know that when we come in contact with the material world, especially the three modes of material nature, we get contaminated with the material nature and that get conditioned to behave as per the dictates of the three modes of material nature in these material manifestation. Typically, this is known as conditioning of the soul. The beauty of the conditioning of the soul is that the conditioned soul prevails with what is known as avidya or ignorance, remains in illusion, and thus he is behaving quite contrary to basic facts of transcendental knowledge or divya gyan. The question then arises is, what is the mode, how and where and when living entity should realize and clear his avidya? If we go through the spectrum of things that we have learned from first canto coming to sixth canto, we learned in the first canto, chapter 4 to 6, how Vyasadeva was uncomfortable and dissatisfied in spite of writing so many of the transcendental injunctions and literature. These are all the duty of a god. And in spite of performing God's duty, if one is dissatisfied, there is certainly something wrong there. If you look at the thousands, more than thousands of saints that got together in the Naimisharanya, they started with following a dharma. And what dharma were they following? They were following the yajna and sacrifices and karmakanda. So the prevailing knowledge at that time was very much in great detail about the karmakanda and getting the benefits of this karmakanda in the material life. This was not right. Narada Muni had to explain to Vyasadeva that you wrote everything. You wrote everything in great detail, but you did not concentrate on the right narratives and the right path. What is the right narrative? The right narrative is the Krishna Katha, or name, fame, form, and the Leela of Lord Krishna, which would initiate and incite the bhava and prema in us, leading back to Godhead. And so, to do that, one can go through many paths, but some of the paths are very, very difficult, very, very long. At the end of those difficult and long paths, there is no guarantee that you would reach there. So all in all, you are describing various methods, but then leaving to humans themselves who have inadequate senses, very limited intelligence, limited strength and power, and unlimited life, to choose one of the paths to reach back to Lord Godhead. It's like if you compare it with the disease and the approach of a doctor would try and cure a disease mainly with the medicines and injections. When it does not respond, there may be surgical interventions wherein one goes in, cleans things up and stitch it back, or many interventions by machines, sending the shock waves and other things inside the body and breaking those difficult situations like stones, which then get removed from body. In other words, for a particular disease, there may be more than 3, 4, 5, 6 methods. Which method would succeed in which stage of disease is the most important thing. And that's where the experience of doctor, qualification of doctor, and his understanding comes in. In the beginning, maybe the medicine would cure it, but something which is quite complex, something which is there for a long time, may need surgical intervention. Something even much worse than that and complicated with other issues and problems of the body may not allow a surgery, but the machines would work on it. Same thing is for the process of going back to Godhead. We ultimately want to go back to Godhead, and that is the right understanding or Divya Gyan or a transcendental knowledge. What is basically a transcendental knowledge? Number one, that we are the soul, Aham Brahmasmi. Number two, we are part and parcel of that big Parameshwar or absolute truth, whatever you call it, cause of all causes. And number three, we are like him, but we are a very small fragment. Number four, that we are the eternal servant of the Lord. That Parameshwar we are talking about. And lastly, the duty of any living entity, the ultimate and final duty is to go back to Godhead and serve Him. These six basic things lead to a pair of Gyan, which is basic Gyan, Uttama Gyan, and the best one. So the Lord's sages and the initial working in writing was mainly based on all the perspectives in great detail, not particularly choosing anything for the human beings. Gradually, a time came where people started thinking that the religion means dharma, earth, kam, and moksha. We all know the meaning of it and we all know what it means to gain it. Dharma projahito kaitavotra paramo. Srimad Bhagavatam is the injunction or a spiritual literature which starts with the Bhagavad Dharma. This is where Vyasadeva writes everything concentrating on which path to choose, which form of treatment to give, and that would take us back to Godhead most easily, simply, without fail. And thus came Srimad Bhagavatam. What does Srimad Bhagavatam say? If you look at various things that Srila Prabhupada has very nicely described, it first describes the definition of a devotional service. We all by now, having been in the Krishna consciousness for more than 6-7 years, realize that this is the true definition of the process of devotional service, or what we call bhakti or a bhakti marg. Anya Bhilashita Sunyam. Anya Bhilasha means the desires are not there. They are zero. Jnana Karmadi Anavritam. By the process of either the knowledge or speculative presumptions or by fruitive activities, we will not gain anything. And we must not, and that should not be the aim. Anukulena Krishnanu, it is favorable to the Lord. Otherwise, probably you would do Kansa did the same thing. Jarasanga also did the same thing for Krishna. They remember Krishna more than probably any pure devotee. and still it was not favorable to Krishna, and that's why it was not bhakti. And this is pure bhakti. So Srila Prabhupada tells us about the devotional service, tells us again about the Bhagavad Dharma, and describes very nicely that the best way is to follow the bhakti mark or a process of devotional service, wherein you follow the disciplic succession under the instruction of your Mahaguru or spiritual master. You perform your prescribed duties perfectly well and go through the process of devotional service, which you all know has 9 processes of devotional service and has 9 stages of the devotional service that it passes through, ultimately leading you to a full qualification, and you go back to Godhead for his loving transcendental devotional service. As the bhakti is emphasized, so also the process, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Bhajanam, Smaranam, these are the processes of devotional services that you continuously and repeatedly perform so that you can easily remove your contaminations and cleanse yourself. When we come to the material contamination and get entangled with the 3 modes of material nature, we are obviously very badly contaminated and conditioned to remain here. You must cleanse your heart. Srila Prabhupada describes it very nicely that your heart is a still heart. It's like an iron cage. It doesn't really feel anything about the other person. A person just standing in front of you, you don't care for him. You care for yourself. That's a still heart. When you start feeling that, oh, he's standing in the hot sun without even any footwear, he must be feeling a severe heat on his soles. That's when you are becoming compassionate. And this is where you start softening your heart out. As you do your processes of devotional services like continuous Nam Japa and other services of hearing Lord's Krishna Katha and his pastimes, your heart gets softened out because all the anarthas and offenses that you had been collecting in your heart gradually vanishes off. As it vanishes off, heart not only gets softened, it gets completely cleansed. It's not just the heart, your mind and the entire body and everything must be decontaminated. And so you need to follow the 9 processes of devotional services. But these devotional service works very well. So let's find out what is devotional service. Srila Prabhupada explains in various slokas and injunctions what devotional service is. It's a loving transcendental service to the Lord. It has been said transcendental because the material modes of nature are jumped above, high and up. And so it doesn't come in anywhere in the play. But these service must be ahaitukik. It should be without any material desire. It should be apratihata, means it should be continuous and uninterrupted. In short, you do your prescribed duty well, perform your bhakti or devotional service, and this is the best way done through your spiritual master, who is a part and parcel of the disciplic succession. You are also part and parcel of the Lord, and so both of you work hard so that you can reach back to Godhead. Bhakti Marg can take you very easily to the Lord. Srila Prabhupada explains it as an elevator. Mind you, all other processes, there are many processes like jnana, yoga, nishkam bhakti, etc. Most of them reach up to the Brahman level, which is actually just an effulgence of the Lord, a kind of a jyoti, a Brahma jyoti that comes out of the surface of the Lord's body. Or it lets you reach up to the Lord in your heart, super soul. But to reach to Lord Himself directly in a personal form where you can exchange your duties, serve Him well, and have exchange of mellows or rasas with the Lord is only possible if you have a Bhagwan realization, the ultimate one. And for that, you need the love for the Lord. Bhava and Prema are two most essential things that comes in there for a personal realization of the Lord in a personal form. And that only comes with your bhakti marg. The process that has been described doing this is known as Bhagavat Dharma. And mind you, this does not include those four principles that were so vividly described all along the erstwhile world. Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. This is temporary. This keeps you in the material world, and moksha is not far from here. It is so temporary that it's like a credit card. You achieve some credits and spend it. The moment you spend it, your credit card comes to a zero. You come back to the material world. Once you reach Lord in either Goloka Vrindavan or Vaikuntha, no one comes back from there. And that is only after the Bhagwan realization of the Lord and your successful devotional service. You become qualified and eligible for it when you remember Krishna on every moment of your life and never forget Krishna. It means you are and you have totally surrendered to Lord Krishna in all aspects of your life, and surrender is firm and permanent. That gives you an opportunity to serve the Lord, remain with the Lord, and exchange the bellows. And thus, here it is described what is Bhakti Marg, what is Bhagavat Dharma, and how the Bhagavat Dharma leads us to the Bhakti Marg, Bhakti and Bhakti Marg, and reach to the Lord. Once you reach there, your constitutional position or your original Swarup immediately starts functioning and you start serving the Lord. In short, Srila Prabhupada explains in great detail, but from the other side of the coin, about the Bhagavad Dharma, about the devotional services or bhakti marg, and ultimately about reaching to the Lord. If the Lord succeeds in, in getting living entity adapt to these processes, Lord becomes very happy because this is certainly going to decontaminate and make him eligible to be captured again by the Lord for his goodness back to Godhead. And thus, Srila Prabhupada extends his thinking and says that those who are helping, bringing them to Krishna consciousness and helping living entities to reach to Godhead are also being claimed by the Lord with loving face. That is where he is talking about those who are involved in the preaching of the Lord, those who are in a Krishna consciousness and actively involved, not only in performing the devotional service, but trying to spread the word of the Lord. Srila Prabhupada extensively describes how the whole thing works. I think it's quite nicely described with all the 3, 4 verses. The second verse of the first canto of the first chapter begins with the Dharma, and that's very nice first 2 lines telling what Dharma is. And Srila Prabhupada goes along with that Bhagavad Dharma into the devotional service and ultimately reaching back to Lord, calling it a victory of the Lord, since the living entity is being reclaimed by the Lord. In short, it's the mercy of the Lord that brings us back to Lord and keeps us eternally blissful in peace and with all the cognizance that we must have. It's one of the best situations that a living entity could have, and provided the living entity is blessed with it, you yourself would not be able to just do it. So it's not like I'll start digging here and tomorrow I'll dig up a big hole. No, that's not possible. As we all know, Bhagavad Gita told us that you are not the doer. At best, you are only the 5th doer. But there are 4 other main things which works on any karma that you are performing. I hope I'm clearing it up very well and not confusing you more. Remember, prescribed duties are very important. And until you are in a process of what they call Narayana Parayana, means you are totally absorbed in the Lord all 24 hours of the day, and you never forget Krishna. That's when you are exempted from your prescribed duties. The rest of it, got to follow the prescribed duty, perform it perfectly well, and follow the 9 processes of devotional services. Pass through the 9 different stages of devotional services and reach back to Godhead. When you do it through your spiritual master, the process of decontamination and process of cleansing takes place, and this whole is known as Bhagavad Dharma. Any question, any doubts, any commentary, any addition, any queries, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna Prabhuji. Pranam Prabhuji. Thank you Prabhuji for this wonderful class. Actually, I want to some clarification Prabhuji. The difference between Akinchana and Niskinchana Prabhuji. First,
Difference between?
Akinchana, Namo Akinchana Vittaya, Nivrutta Guna Vrittaya. That Akinchana and Niskinchana in this verse, Prabhu.
Okay, in the verse. Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
What a wonderful class, Prabhuji.
Thank
You
you
have
very much.
masterized how to take this. It's not so easy to tell about devotional service, Prabhuji. This
Thank
very devotional service is a great word used only by Prabhupada.
Yes.
Otherwise, in all scriptures we see as only as a devotion or bhakti. But this devotional service term is so tricky. It involves complex things in one word. And a
Yes.
person who does very minimum, he will also think devotion.
Yes.
Service.
Very,
So,
very.
such a thing, it's not easy. When somebody asks me, what is devotion service you are using, Prabhupada told like that, I'm not able to explain, Prabhuji, actually, to tell you
Yeah.
frankly. Then he says, that other person asks, okay, you told me Hare Krishna, I sit to a corner and do Hare Krishna chanting 16 malas. My devotional service is over, he is telling. For that, what answer I have to give? I don't know. I think that involves in the devotional service.
Yes, Prabhuji.
One more person says, I go to temple and I offer flowers every day and come. I sit there for some time, listen Harikatha and come back. And he says, that is enough for my devotional service. I don't need to do all other things. And there also I'm not able to tell anything that you are not doing devotional service or this is enough. Such a broad, spectrum of the activities are involved in devotional service. Can
Yes.
you in nutshell tell Prabhuji in devotional service means what?
Yes.
In nutshell, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yes.
That's very
See,
important.
yeah, basically, if you look at the devotional service, whenever we talk about anything, we must know what is our aim, what we want to gain out of that service or process. We want to gain only two basic things. Number one, we want to clean and decontaminate ourselves. And number two, we want to remember Krishna all through. If we have these two processes, that will certainly take us back to Godhead. And mind you, both of them, though look very simple, are most difficult things to achieve. If you achieve these, means you have really achieved the ultimate pinnacle of your bhakti. So if this is the process, how do you really do that? And as Rupa Goswami very nicely describes, I am just going through Madhurya Kadambini and part of the Shuddha Bhakti Chintamani by Ramaswamy. They describe it so nicely and so well that all we need to really do is chant the. See, basically, if you look at it, you can only do three kinds of services. Seva, whatever seva you do to all the devotees, temple, and society or anyone else. Number two is sadhana, that is, that you look through the look through the injunctions, study them, study the books of Prabhupada, and understand what all things means around in the religion. And the third thing that you do is sadhana, seva, and
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you,
yes,
Prabhuji.
yeah. So you do those three things together and then pass through your devotional stages. And both
Very nice.
basically all these three things are described in the 9 processes. Mataji, your question about Niskinchana is the meaning of it is who have no desire to be happy with material opulence. That is Niskinchana. You are talking about Akinchana.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Akinchana basically meaning should be more or less same because both words end up without the kinchana. Kinchana is the material opulence or material desire. Nis is basically you're not desiring. And akinchana means you are actually without it. You can stay and work without it. So I could say that probably as my understanding is, akinchana is the extreme, niskinchana is the beginning of
Yes,
remaining without material desire. Does that make some sense, Mataji?
yes, Prabhuji. One more thing, Prabhuji.
Yes.
That you told na Niskama Bhakti. That Niskama Bhakti and this Bhagavad Dharma.
Yeah.
What the difference, Prabhuji?
Nishkam Bhakti basically is the that you are Nishkam. Nishkam is not Nishkam Bhakti, Nishkam Yoga or Nishkam Yoga, wherein you are doing fruitive activities or activities and you are not expecting any result at all. That is Nishkam Yoga. Nishkam Yoga basically leads you back to a devotional service and then you continue with devotional service or bhakti marg. That can only lead you to the Lord.
Okay, then that's the beginning, Prabhu.
That's the very beginning of it, very, very beginning.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank
Thank you,
you
Prabhu.
very much, Mataji. Thank you for asking that question. And thank you very much, Subbarao Prabhuji, for your revelation. Thanks a lot. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patita namo pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Hare Krishna to everyone. I'm really
Hare
happy.
Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam for your wonderful quality classes.
Thank you.
Prabhuji,
Yeah,
the Ajka class I will again hear and hear.
thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Particularly the devotion service, nobody could say so consolidated, solid way.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. All the words that are good and all the things that you like, they are all words of Srila Prabhupada, Acharyas, and my gurus. Any mistakes, they are certainly mine. Please forgive them and correct them. Hare Krishna to everyone. Hare Krishna. Namaprabha.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.